do this.
What are you doing to me?
I'm using the Neuralink to block your motor control. I'm using the Neuralink to block your motor control.
I'm using the Neuralink to block your motor control.
Stop it!
I'm sorry.
Neuralink, the controversial biotechnology startup founded by Elon Musk in 2016, received the green light to start human trials in May. Now the company has opened up recruitment for those looking to involve themselves. Let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Anjali Kemlani to give us those details. Hey, Anjali.
Starting in humans now with that FDA green light in May, the company is now starting to enroll candidates for that. But this is the N1 implant. That's the one that has 1,024 channels extending from 64 threads to be implanted in the brain. We've already seen some studies done preclinical in monkeys. That has been sort of the path that got the company to this point. The study is going to have a primary focus for about 18 months and then a follow-up for about 5 years. So it's looking at about a 6-year timeline.
A 6-year timeline
total for this clinical trial. And who qualifies? 22-year-olds?
22-year-olds.
This is a world first. Never before has a biomechanical fusion been asked to do so much. It's going to feel strange initially. The neural pathways in your brain trying to have a conversation with a foreign body, trying to learn to pass the baton. The key is to let it grow into itself.
May I point something out? Hello? Yes? Okay, who's saying? I am Scan, the system operating your body for you.
I am Scan, the system operating your body for you.
Don't be afraid.
You're fucking kidding me.
I need your permission to operate independently.
Permission granted!
Thank you.
Steph, what are we doing?
Just relax.
God damn! Oh, look, man, stay down, please. Please don't get up. Please don't get up. Please. Stay down, man. Stay up. He's got a knife! Stop!
I can see that. We have a knife.
You stabbed him! Trying to piss him off? Okay. All right, so what's the plan? What are we doing? Stop him!
You now have full control again, Gray.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? I was. Look again.
Tesla Motors CEO Elon Musk, it has nothing to do with cars.
Nothing to do with cars.
Instead, Musk warns about artificial intelligence, which he has called more dangerous than nuclear weapons.
Called more dangerous than nuclear weapons.
Musk spoke at a symposium at MIT.
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. Just we are summoning the demon.
Just we are summoning the demon.
You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, you sure you can control the demon? Didn't work out.
What happens if someone ultimately does get a Neuralink installed? What will take place?
So you basically take out a chunk of skull, put the Neuralink device in there that has a battery and a Bluetooth and an inductive charger. Insert the electrodes. So the electrodes are very carefully inserted, avoiding, and any veins or arteries. You stitch up the hole and you just have a little scar, and that's it. And you wouldn't even know that somebody has it. It could, in principle, fix almost anything that is wrong with the brain. You could also save state. And
Save state?
Save state, like save your brain state, like a saved game in a video game.
Whoa.
And restore that state into a biological being if you wanted to. And restore that state into a biological being if you wanted to in the future. In principle, there's nothing from a physics standpoint that prevents us. Now you'd be a little different. You'd be a little different.
You'd be a little different.
But then you're also a little different when you wake up in the morning from yesterday. Everything that you've ever experienced in your whole life, smell, emotions, all of those are electrical signals. It's kind of weird to think that your entire life experience is distilled down to electrical signals from neurons. But if you trigger the right neuron, you could trigger a particular scent. You could certainly make things glow. I mean, do pretty much anything. Everything that you've ever experienced. I think we can help a lot of people with brain injuries. I mean, ultimately, with an implantable device, you can, I think, address almost any brain or spine injury. Next product is Blindsight. Will enable people who have lost both eyes or have no eyesight whatsoever to see. And this is directly interfacing with the optical processing areas of the brain. The goal of Neuralink is to have a high bandwidth interface in order to mitigate the risk of digital superintelligence. I think ultimately there's potential there to reanimate the body. We're much smarter than the cortex. Like I said, you already are symbiotic with AI or computers. Increasingly, neural nets are sort of taking over from regular programming more and more. You are already sort of a cybernetic symbiote. Communication speed between your phone and your brain is slow. I think that, so essentially, there would be, almost everyone would find a need at some point if you get old enough to use Neuralink.
The fear is that eventually you're going to have to cut the whole top of someone's head off and put a new top with a whole bunch of wires if you want to get the real turbocharged version, the P100D of brain stimulation.
Ultimately, if you want to go with full AI symbiosis, you'll probably want to do something like that.
Symbiosis is a scary word when it comes to AI.
It's optional.
I would hope so.
Yeah. It's
just, once you enjoy the Dr. Manhattan lifestyle, once you become a god, seems very unlikely you're going to want to go back to being stupid again. Yes.
You wouldn't need to talk.
I'm so scared of that, but so excited about it at the same time. Is that weird?
Yeah, AI is getting better and better. So now let's assume it's like a benign AI scenario. We're left behind. We're not along for the ride. So how do you go along for the ride? Yeah, so you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, so you can't beat him, join him.